With the success of my Divinity Original Sin 2 LP, I figured I would do the first Divinity game I've ever played, Divinity 2, Ego Draconius. Now this game is very different from Divinity Original Sin. It is action-based. Going with character creation, making it just short and simple. Luna, like normal. I like the scarred face.
I triggered something, but what? I triggered something, but what?
Gotta go with the knight. Yep.
Here we are, Farglow, the place where our disciples become true dragon slayers. And today, the honor is yours. They are quite simple. Seek out the men and women who reside here and benefit from their knowledge. That may sound a bit vague, but don't worry. Farglow will explain itself. You'll have to see for yourself. Don't be so apprehensive. You'll be fine. This is a momentous step in every Slayer's life, but few have fared badly afterwards. Though I should very much like to enter the village again, I am forbidden to do so. Only once in their lives may Dragon Slayers enter it, as disciples. In any case, it would be imprudent to join you. This is a part of the journey each Slayer must walk alone. Not completely, no. After the initiation, we will head back to Rivertown, where the ritual will come to its conclusion. But let's talk about that on the Zeppelin when we head back, shall we? Good luck, Slayer.
Real fast. There's nothing in there. So I do have a idea of what I want to build my character. I'm going to go kind of with a death type build, you know, slash melee heavy with a little bit of magic type aspect. There is some different types of magic.
The disciple arrives. Let me bid you a fond welcome to Farglow. And I commend your patience. Most Slayers loathe being referred to as a pupil. Such a belittling word, disciple is, wouldn't you say, for one who has since the age of 10 been groomed to become the elite of man's warriors. But don't you worry, you'll earn the title of Dragon Slayer soon enough. Couldn't have put it better myself. In fact, I have but one thing to add. Morgana is waiting by the waterfall. Find her, and the purpose of this day shall become crystal clear. The Archmage. She's an intimidating woman, to be sure, but pleasant enough in her own way. Her laboratory is at the back of the village, next to the Divine Memorial Flame. As the name says, it's a shrine that bears a flame in honor of the Divine. The bowl in which the flame was lit is held aloft by stone dragons. This design symbolizes the burden they carry on their shoulders, the guilt that was heaped upon them when they killed the Divine. Oh, several people, but she'll send you on your way after her part of the ritual. The others probably won't share more than a few words with you until they know you've visited Morgana. And you, Slayer.
I can go and talk to all the people all I want, but like he said, they won't talk with me, eh? And there's good reasons why. They know I haven't talked to Morgana, and you'll see why during a second.
No! To combine that brew with last night's herbal distillation might cause an implosion. Try it anyway. You can be so irresponsible sometimes. That's easy for you to say. You can't die a second time. Good to see you, disciple. I am Morgana, the Archmage of Farglow. No, of course I wasn't. I was talking to Toro, the ghost of a long-dead mage. No need to give me that look, either. You'll soon see him for yourself. But let's turn to the reason you are here. The ritual that will make you a true dragon slayer. You have a smart mouth on you. This is a serious ritual, though, so do pay attention. To be a slayer is to hate the dragon, but also to understand it. No other order in Revellon takes the old military adage, know your enemy, quite so seriously as the Academy does. To attain this goal, I will infuse you with the memories of dragons. It will make you understand their language, motives, powers, and weaknesses. It will also color your eyes silver, the noted characteristic of the Slayer, which will enable you to see the spirits of the dead. The ritual has a side effect, but nothing can be done about that. Quite so. You could call it a perk that comes with the power of the memories. Everyone can see the living dead, of course, those poor souls that have fallen prey to necromancers. But to see the ghosts of those long dead is a precious ability, and will prove useful more frequently than you may think. The real drawback is this. The spell was not originally designed for the brain of a human, so to make place for it, you will lose your active knowledge of your years as a slayer. It's unpleasant, I realize that. But a slayer needs those dragon memories in order to operate. The only comfort is that your powers still persist on a subconscious level, so you'll regain your skills rather quickly. Becoming a dragon slayer is a harsh occurrence, but you will become one of Rivellon's greatest heroes. No, they haven't. Your training has made you a force to be reckoned with, and has shaped a mind that rivals the wise teachers of old. Lesser people would be driven mad by the dragon memories. Only one as arduously trained as yourself can absorb them. Take comfort in the fact that slayers like Rode and Marius have faced the same ordeal, and went on to become mighty warriors. The memories not only give you more insight and knowledge than a man could absorb in a century of unbroken study, They also protect you from mind attacks the dragons perform. Without that, you'd be a puppet doing it now. You have equal mental strength, so dominance in combat can be achieved. Then prepare to become a dragon slayer. And that's that. You might experience some dizziness for a while, some disorientation, perhaps. The journey starts again, my friend. Your path is an empty page ready to be filled with tales of wonder, of adventure. But before you trot out of here in search of dragons and distinction, make sure you meet the veterans here. Alberic, Aravir, and Gawain know more about their trade than anyone you are likely to meet. And don't forget Isabel. The gift she will share with you, aside from the dragon memories, is the most prominent one you'll receive in Foglow. Divine blessing, the last ingredient needed to achieve the effect of luminosity, still eludes me.
Maybe we could add some fireflies.
That might solve the brightness issue, but wouldn't exactly improve the taste.
What's the matter with you? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Ah, yes. There's that famous wit of his. Slayer, meet Toril.
So formal, yet relaxed. Most are chilled to the bone the first time they see a phantom. Most ghosts you'll meet are there because of unfinished business. The strength of their will not to move on until that business is settled is what binds them to the material world. In my case, it was my passion for alchemy. I will not find tranquility until I have fathomed all its innermost enigmas. Could take a while still. Why, the Hall of Echoes, of course. Don't tell me you've never heard of it.
It's a transitional place between our world and the next. Rumor has it your memories are eaten away so that you can enter the afterlife unburdened by the sorrows of this life.
An unnecessary precaution, if you ask me. I have mostly fond memories of my time in Rivellon. You know where to find me.
How is that medicine coming along?
General Luxurious shall soon feel like he was 20 again.
Yes, which is not such an appealing image, knowing his preferences. But he pays good money.
Sounds like he's a lecturer. Lecturer, whatever, perfect. So, this area is not really special. I mean, there's not much to it. You go talk to these people, but you don't really have anything to spend. So I'm just gonna rush through here. Grab the stuff I need.
I see you have met Morgana. That means we can proceed. Do me a favor and think of something, anything, but don't speak aloud.
Come on, how can I not think she's a cute girl?
I'm flattered, but I'm afraid this is neither the time nor the place for frivolities and frolicking. Surprised? Surely you have heard of the gift of mind reading that dragon slayers possess. Maybe you have also wondered how they come by such an amazing ability. The answer is easy. I bequeath it to them.
Such an interesting word, bequeath it. I mean, it doesn't sound like a good thing. It sounds like something you would be when you're sick. You're like, I'm going to bequeath it in the toilet. I guess you're giving up your vomit to the toilet, so yeah, I guess that works.
Of course. It is one of the reasons you are here. Now stand still and look into my eyes. There you go. The secrets of all shall be revealed to you. Be aware, though, strong minds are difficult to read and come at a cost, so you will have to work on your skills if you want to perfect this art.
It was a skill given to dragons only until a scroll was discovered that bore the spell. A slayer found it among the ruins of a dragon knight's citadel tower, and we have used it ever since. Fare thee well, Slayer.
Now, I could have read her mind, but all it does is add flavor text.
Your eyes shine brighter than they did before you came to Farglow, Slayer. Newborns have it tough, but they're not as helpless as actual infants. You'll regain your talents quicker than you may think, and I can help you with that. Gawain's the name. Old Paladin of the Divine Order. My life has always been that of the blade. It is an art I will teach you, should you want me to. It is the noblest path a slayer can follow, and the most satisfying one.
He is right. It is pretty satisfying. The melee combat in this game is
Each enemy is killed up close and personal. You can feel and taste the blood that comes with each victory.
That's not healthy. I'm sorry. I don't want to drink my enemy's blood. Who knows what diseases they might have.
Study the skills that come with the territory, and you and your weapon of choice will become an unstoppable harbinger of death. It is an order of paladins, founded by the Divine after his ascension to demigod. We have fought the Black Ring in all its forms ever since, until the Great War and the Divine's death at the hand of a dragon knight. Just thinking about it still makes my blood boil. You slayers do commendable work. Exterminating the betrayers is a just cause indeed. Only one more of the beasts to go, I have been given to understand. I hope you will contribute to its demise.
Oh, I don't think so.
Excellent. I'll give you the warrior powers and a sword. Find Sonya. She provides the live targets around here.
Gold rewards aren't really that useful.
Someone has a new shine in the eyes.
And a frown on the face.
With good reason. It took me years to cast a decent fireball again. Look at you. Not a scar on your rosy skin. You're a newborn if ever I saw one. Well spoken. Not everyone has that attitude so soon after the memory ritual.
So this is what happens when you read. It says, it costs me 1 XP to read their mind.
It always tickles a bit when you newfangled mind readers try that. The best thing to do is to get back in the saddle as quickly as possible. Just say the word and I'll give you some. Very well.
So like the Divinity original do, oops, I ate that fireball to the face. Tab, it does melee fighting stance, I should say. This is a live-action combat system. Well, I guess I shouldn't say live-action, but it's an action combat style. So what happens is, as you can see, the attack. And that's how the combat works. It's like, if you fire a spell or ability, unless the spell and ability has a system on it will miss if you don't aim it properly. Same with arching, ranged weapons, same with everything. Even in a melee, if I start attacking a guy right here and he's behind me, I'm not going to hit him.
Someone has a new shine in the eyes.
And a frown on the face.
With good reason. It took me years to cast a decent fireball again.
Really? Took me but a few weeks. Then again, I have natural talent galore.
For the most part, I don't think any of the chests...
You look more than ready to head back to the Academy, Slayer. But remember, you may only have one of the veteran spells on you when you leave. So choose...
Yeah, basically, he's like saying that I can only go with... Let me show you the skills. I can only go with either warrior, mage, or ranger. Dragon Slayer, you get all these things naturally. Priest, you cannot get any of these spells. So you'll get, like, I think it's magic missiles if you chose mage. Ranger, I believe it's Ranger Surprise. I could be wrong. But there is no rogue in this game. There is just basically tank, two-handed warriors, ranged weapons. Well, I guess you can dual whip, but it's more of along the lines of a... How should I put it? It's not like you're gonna walk up and backstab people.
Finally, you're here. I apologize, but I'll have to extend my congratulations later. Moments ago, we received word. A dragon was spotted in Broken Valley. While this surely is exciting news, the timing is less than perfect. You were supposed to do a ritual that would channel the dragon memories, which is extremely important for your health and that of your surroundings. If we postpone it for too long, you will go dragon wild, and the ones that survive that terrible affliction spend the rest of their lives in deep dungeons, eating their own tongues and clawing out their eyes. Horrible though that prospect may be, the dragon takes precedence. So I hope we'll be able to improvise along the way. I see you're equipped with a sword. You're sure you want to face our foe as a warrior? The destiny of the Dragon Slayers shall come to its conclusion at last. Quickly now, all aboard!
I really don't need to be spending like 5-10 minutes watching videos.
Right. Time to start the hunt. Marius, you will lead the preliminary search of the valley, but warn me before engaging the dragon. I will notify the local officials of our arrival. Once you have any information, come and find me and we'll head out. Understood?
Yes, Mom.
Good. This will be a day to remember, Slayers. Now, hop to it. Not so fast, my eager newborn. Your mental state is still highly volatile, so I'm keeping you on a tighter leash. Don't worry, I have an assignment for you as well. Enter the town and ask the villagers about the dragon. Some are bound to have seen it. I'll most probably be in the barracks. The local captains and whatnots always want to talk to Slayers. Makes them think they're grander than the peasant sitters they are.
Alright, so, like I was saying, I'm gonna skip a lot of the extra crap that does nothing to the videos. It just is extra filler. Because, you know, filler's boring. Playing filler is boring. Watching filler is boring. So, there's going to be some animals and goblins around here that are going to attack me soon, so I'm just going to go out and kill them. And there's a good reason. I want to, try to rush a quest.
Shiny.
And what I'm trying to do is hit level 2 so I can level up my mining skills.
Another one to add to the collection.
Reason being is, the higher your mind reading skill is, the more minds you can read with having less of a penalty. And mind reading is very important in this game. what happens is that certain NPCs will have special effects when you read their mind. Others, however, are just going to be flavor text. And that is the big catch-22. You'll like it. If I read NPC's A's mind,
Shiny.
do I benefit from it, or am I actually hurting myself from it? Because, like what happens is the game puts you in a XP debt. Doesn't mean that you're going to lose 100% of your XP, but it's more of your XP is going to be divided between level progress and the debt. I think it's a 50-50 split. But still, 50-50 split until you pay off your debt is pretty high. This counts for everything. So lowering how much XP you get from the debt is very powerful. Eventually, I think at rank 5 that all mind reading is free, or it's such a low level of the XP debt that you can read all the NPCs for the fun of it.
Pitiable lout. Shiny.
The reason I don't want to hit to that tower is because there's a quest involved with it. So the first thing I'm going to do is pump up my vitality and spirit, because this gives me XP per level. So the higher your vitality is, you're going to get more XP per level. This is also how much mana you'll get per level, and a mana is required for all abilities. So as you can see, I am now at what's it? Okay, so I have to pay full XP loss. Now it jumps up to 20% or 15%, which is a pretty powerful. And you'll soon see why. Ooh. Oh, no, it's not really that good.
Shiny.
And do look around for the environment. This game does have crafting in it, so finding plants and ore and all that sort of stuff is something you will need, especially once you unlock your tower.
Good day, Dragon Slayer. Welcome to Broken Valley.
Good to see you've arrived safely, Commander Road.
Thank you, Lieutenant. How are things here?
As well as can be expected after the dragon sightings.
I have ordered the construction of defenses. Soon peace and quiet will return.
Welcome, Dragon Slayer. If your duties do not keep you too busy, might you consider helping me out? Capital. This is the situation. A sizable group of outlaws has been targeting merchant caravans these past few months. So far, we've not been able to locate their hideout. Even so, we did manage to capture one of the louts some days ago. Neither threats nor torture can convince him to share what he knows, so we need to deal with him otherwise. I want you to help him escape. It's a bit of a gamble, but all you have to do is go to the burnt-out chapel down the valley. There you can find a hidden switch that will open a tunnel that leads right into his cell. He's put in that cell for a reason. It gives access to an old and complex escape route dug by the town's soldiers many years back. Getting this bandit out will surely earn his trust. After the escape, hear him out, convince him you want to join the Highwaymen. The rest is self-explanatory. Fantastic. Good luck, sir.
So you can do it that way, or you can do it this way.
This is a restricted area, Slayer.
Well, okay. Got it. No, I'm not telling you anything. Just leave me alone.
So this normally would have cost me like 1,000 plus XP.
Luckily, these new order types must be blind as bats not to spot the entrance at the left of the mines. but Jagon will skin me alive with a dull blade if I tell them the password is beetroot.
And voila. Now there's a reason
Who
why
will build the
I'm
dragon
rushing this quest.
defenses?
The local blacksmith, Dirk.
Undoubtedly, he was very enthusiastic.
Hardly. Doesn't he realize it's for the town's own good?
Welcome, Slayer. Do you bring news of the bandit camp? You do? That's amazing. Tell me all, Slayer. Capital job, Slayer. Very well done. You have more than earned your reward. I'll ask for reinforcements from Adderoth or Rivertown. Soon those will.
So he will always give a weapon depending on, but the weapon is random, and that's the big thing. My other character got a mace that does 4 damage, but does a bonus 8 damage. So it does a total of 12 damage every hit. This one is a little weaker, but it has a pretty interesting effect. So every time I hit a person, there's a chance that I will spontaneously combust them, doing 12 or 24 points of fire damage, which is pretty nice. Now we're going to take up the wisdom perk as well. There is no skill cap in this game. What it is it's more of a you just can't level up because there's no more XP in the game. So what's going to happen is you're going to end up killing every monster in the game. You're going to, which don't receive.
Another one to add to the collection.
You're going to end up.
How are you getting along?
Wanted. The following menaces. Claim your rewards from Captain Rudd. Bring his mask as proof of his death. Bring his ring as proof of his death. Bring his staff as proof of his death. Bring his sword as proof of his death. Bring his necklace as proof of his death.
So you remember this guy, he was the bandit in there was talking about him getting skinned alive with a dull knife by Jagon.
You walk away.
You walk away. I love that.
A warm welcome to you, Slayer. I am Rodney, captain of the guard. Some farmers complain about dead stock, and a few of them claim to have seen a dragon fly over their fields during the night. Oh, I do. But the farmers here are a suspicious lot, and they like to tell tall. The village itself has been quiet lately, but there are check the wanted bulletins. But beware, there is a what is there to say? It was the first edifice to be built here at a time that was long. The fact that a military building, they persevered. The top floor of all the best.
Sorry, he was talking way too slow. His conversation would have gone for many minutes. So what I want to do is grab all the quests and we can start knocking out the quest here on the first day. Even though time is short, I think I have maybe 10 minutes left.
Never have I met such disgusting, such perverts. Funny is a perfectly nice name, whatever the connotations.
Ass jokes.
Here are your beers again, sirs.
Tell me, pretty, you in charge of the bedding too?
No, I'm just a waitress.
Then why don't you wiggle back for some more ale, eh?
Horrible seekers. I never saw such boorish behaviour in my life. I serve gallons of beer to mindless guards all day. I should really go to Alaroth and make a new career. Oh, would you, Slayer?
Huh? What? Who are you? You're so funny. Oh, but Elsa of the Inn. I don't know where to begin. You bring the finest beer. I want to unhinge your brazier. This here Slayer wants some bruises.
You blind drunk! This is an outrage! Slayer, tell me what transpired here. Inebriation, disrespectful conduct and use of force. You men are a disgrace to our order. Get back to the barracks on the double. I'll send you lot on a punitive mission before the sun has set.
So that you just have to do enough damage to one of them. I think you need to drop a near critical, and the captain comes in to prevent you from killing him.
Ha! The lieutenant sure gave them an earful.
As you can see, Tim just lowered his prices for me. This is one of the big perks with mind reading.
Nobody will look for a sack of gold in a bush by the chapel.
And look at that, I can find free gold.
And you kept your word. I'll make sure my prices drop each time you happen to fancy some of my wares.
See, that is awesome.
Elsa and I are right grateful. You're always welcome in the Black Boar.
So heroes get a hero's welcome, and a very cheap welcome this is. So this is pretty good. Not only am I going to sell my gold to him, but let's see. That is actually pretty good. I'm going to take that. Unfortunately, that's about all he has. Now, as you can see, quest turns in to also give the bonus from the wisdom perk. So that's why you want to take that early, is because every time you get X amount of XP, you will get a bonus to it. Now, okay.
Shiny.
I always want to come in here, check these things. This guy just has flavor text.
Oh, you did it! They're gone! I really feel I should reward you. You are too kind. Thanks, friend.
Not gonna hit on the guy's wife.
You did disturb my musings. You see that giant boar's head mounted over the hearth? That beast terrorized the valley and claimed the lives of many huntsmen before I killed it some years.
What is your...
Better check my storage for rats. So many of them in there. I use them as a password.
Okay, that is a pretty helpful hint.
And that is what makes me Rivellon's best hunt.
Slayer, so good to see you. Here, come.
Okay, so you see, he doesn't like me.
Must
but
have
he
a
does
look
hate
at what
me.
I sell. I will buy with them, sell with them, talk with them. It's naught but a small matter. I recently paid one of the guards for a rabbit he'd shoot for me, but he never delivered it. And I get sentimental when I lose. You look like the type one doesn't play games with. Talk to the man about it, would you?
If I were to go to my items, I can show you instantly Right here you see I have 1,000 experience to my name, I have 473 in debt, and I need 741 to my next level. But I think this will be a great spot to end this episode. I will see you guys next time.